I got some hot chocolate and it's time for another devlog. For another devlog. One day. One day. So for today there's a few different simple things. Like there's things in the background and the foreground. There's a few things to talk about and they're all fairly short. So let's go. First of all, treasure chests. Like that. You can open it and get a few items. Now, this is something I've been thinking about for a while, for quite a while, and I just finally got to it. You get items coming out of it, and you get a unique animation for each player. It's pretty fun, honestly. It was fairly simple to add, but it's still something that I haven't added for so long that it's baffling. But finally, here we go. And each player has their unique animations, camera angles and everything too. I really like that. So this is the first thing, the chest script. But the chest script is actually using some other script that I've had for a while in the project, and I had completely forgotten about, which is the act script, or interactive. It pretty much lets you interact with stuff in the world. Like, for example, the small spheres do a bit of damage, this large one is gonna do more, and the green one is gonna heal you. You could use that for all sorts of things. To open doors maybe, to talk to NPCs, open treasure chests like this one, or trigger cutscenes, which is technically this, but the cutscenes I'm still working on them. I still need to figure out how to properly order them and get the right work. Well, I still need to work on the cutscenes, so that still needs a bit of work. But the basic setup is actually here. I mean, right here. This is a kind of a sample cutscene that I made. It's just a looping thing, so it isn't fully a cutscene. But what's interesting about this is that the original models were different. Like, the character right here was Keklet, like this right now, but this one was Helvi and this one was Chiyo. So you can also see Chiyo's got a ghost tail, so the animations are a bit broken, but as a proof of concept, that works perfectly. So let's say for example that you unlock a new costume for Keklet, or the appearance changes with a weapon or something, and you want that to be reflected in the cutscene. That's the base for this. So this is a step in the right direction. So that's fun. But, well, I suppose that this also counts as a cutscene. But again, I'm still figuring things out with it. The setup isn't fully there yet. The camera and everything are a bit of a mess in Blender. So I'm still working on these things. But yeah, this is pretty much it. A lot of small things, interactives, chests, and the cutscenes. So those are the things I've been working on. It's on small on its own, but together they're pretty base for the game. Like, all those actions are gonna be a very major part of the game, so it's very nice to have them. And all of them use the same script, or well, the cutscenes will when I get to them. But they use this is the act script, act for the chest specifically. Those use a more generic version of it. And you can also set it to trigger through contact or through buttons. Now the collider doesn't work for some reason. I'll have to look into that. But it's very simple. And you can even make what you call them, scriptable objects to decide what each item is gonna do. And you can even add multiple to them. So for example, this might do damage, and this might also teleport the player. Or play a custom animation or something. There's so many possibilities with them. But it's very exciting, honestly. And I guess this is it for now. I could keep talking to make the video longer. Typical YouTube stuff, I would guess. But no, 5 minutes is good enough. I guess see you later. One day I'll figure out an outro.